Today I have a story to tell. This story is called Little Red Riding Hood. I will start telling you. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in the village near the forest. Whenever she went out, the little girl wore a red riding cloak, so everyone in the village called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood asked her mother,
Mom, can I go visit Grandma?
That's a good idea, my dear.
So they packed a nice bucket for Little Red Riding Hood to take to her grandma. When the basket was ready, the little girl put on her red cloak and kissed her mom goodbye. But when Little Red Riding Hood noticed some lovely flowers in the woods, she forgot her promise to her mother.
Oh, what a beautiful flowers! I'll pick some for my grandmother. This is such a beautiful day.
Suddenly, a wolf appears beside her.
What are you doing now? Here, little girl.
I'm on my way to see my grandma, who lived through the forest.
Little Red Riding Hood locked to her grandma's house. The wolf, in the meantime, took a shortcut, arrived at Grandma's house and knocked lightly at the door. The wolf let himself in.
Bye, have a great time.
Poor Granny didn't have the time to say another word before the wolf clobbered her up. A few minutes later, Red Riding Hood knocked on the door. The wolf jumped into the bed and pulled the cover over his nose.
Hi, Grandma! It's me, Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, how lovely. Do come in, my dear.
When Little Red Riding Hood entered the little cottage, she could scarcely recognize her grandmother.
Grandma, your voice sounds so odd. Is something wrong?
Oh, I have a cold.
But Grandma, what big ears you have?
Better to hear.
What big eyes you have?
Better to see you with my
And
dear.
what big teeth you have?
Better to eat you with my dear.
The wolf roared and jumped out of the bed and began to chase the little girl. She ran across the room and through the door shutting.
Help! Help! Somebody help me, please!
Yeah, boy.
Mom, I'm so scared. I will never speak to strangers or stop to play in forest again.
The woodman, who was chopping logs nearly, heard her cry and ran total to the cottage as fast as he could. He grabbed the wolf and made him to spit out the poor mother. The woodman knocked out the wolf and carried him deep into the forest where he wouldn't bother people any longer. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandma had a nice lunch and a long chat.